Nezura, Nezura, papa tulia, tulia. Nezura, Nezura, zun zun cha, tsuku 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 cha cha, chiki chiki chi, chiki chiki chi, chu chu. Nezura, Nezura, sune sune sune, zubu zubu. Nezura, 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 chu 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 chu. Nezura, chu 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 chu. Nezura. Daba 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 dum. Daba 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 Nezura. Zun zun chabi chaka chuku chuku chabi chaka zun zun chabi chaka chuku chuku chabi chaka Nezura. Nezura. Nezura.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to something else. I guess, kind of halfway. We've rebranded. It is no longer Turtle Tea Time. It is Q Tea Time, where the Q can be whatever we feel like it. Also, Catherine's here as usual.
Yes, hi, I'm here.
And to celebrate our rebrand, where we can do things that aren't Gamera, we begin by doing something Gamera adjacent anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. Like you said before we started, it was like it's an era of transition. It's a new era, but it's an era of transition. We got to do cleanup before we can get to the new stuff.
That's true.
So what have you been up to lately? Ooh, drop somewhere. Let me repeat that. Let you repeat that.
What?
Because I was just fiddling with something in my hand and I dropped it. What have you been up to lately?
All good. Yes. Not too much. I did finish OG Kamen Rider.
Damn.
I feel like the show is like so generally consistent in quality that my feelings have not particularly changed since the last, since the last time we talked about it. It's just a watchable show. You can put it on, decent shot, you'll have a good time.
I mean, for 100 episodes, that's pretty impressive.
That's true.
Where are you headed next? What's the plan after this?
Well, I think it's V3 next.
That is what's next. You are correct.
Yeah, that's the answer.
You're just going all the way release order.
Yep, and I figure at this point I've seen so many of these things. If I'm gonna watch any more, I might as well watch them in order.
I guess having structure isn't too bad. Is there anything else you got that's like, you don't have to stick to just Toku or Kamen Rider. There are other things you can talk about. Especially because now the Q means anything.
You're not wrong about that, actually. I guess, not too much. I have, mainly, these days I've just been going through Arknights, mostly. I'm, done with year 3. At least in terms of like reading events and stuff.
Okay.
And I've also I've also been playing hit, famous, iconic, word of choice, romance visual novel, White Album 2. It's pretty good. Causes me a lot of pain whenever I read it, so, you know?
I don't know because I haven't read it yet, but presumably I will before too long, based on things.
Yeah, because it'll be covered on hit hit podcast Fate Moon Archive.
Yeah. I don't know much about White Album, but it is funny that because I guess I heard about White Album before I heard about the Beatles album. I didn't realize until there was a stand in JoJo Part 5 there was an actual album called White Album. Which is probably like the worst way that could have happened. It's probably the most embarrassing.
Is there a JoJo White Album stand thing?
Yeah, it's in Part 5. It's one of the... It's like a guy who has ice powers and skates.
Okay, see, the thing is, I'm very behind on my JoJo, relatively. How far am I in JoJo? I have only seen the first 3 parts of JoJo.
Well, you should watch Part 4 because it's the best part.
I will watch Part 4 at some point in my life.
The math is very easy on that one. It's just like, oh yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, fair.
My JoJo watch history is all over the place, but that's because I read all the manga anyway, so I actually don't care about necessarily having to watch all of it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But it does mean I haven't seen season 1, which does feel weird.
I like parts 1 and 2.
Yeah. No, I've seen half of Part 3 because it's Part 3 and it's boring.
That's fair. Inconsistent, maybe a good way to put it.
Yeah. JoJo Lands is pretty good, though. I've been following that month to month.
Oh, good, yes. Someday I will catch up on JoJo, hopefully.
Steel Ball Run is coming out. That's another good part. I don't know if how the anime will handle it, but we'll see.
I hope you're ready for CGI horses.
Well, yeah. Everyone knew it was coming.
That's true. That does not mean it's gonna look good.
It's just, how the sausage is made these days.
Yeah.
What have I been doing? It's hard. I don't know if I've been doing much. I've been gaming a bunch, but also I talk about that every week on the Ultra Qs. I stalled on 3 visual novels, and I need to finish all of them. That was very stupid of me.
Yeah,
to do
that might.
I don't know why I did that.
Might be a good shout.
I was not thinking clearly when I did this. It didn't help that I had momentum there, where I went from Super Hippie into Tsukihime, and then the momentum kind of stopped.
Right.
My goal, my plan / goal is to at least start Yumen Echo this year, but I need to clear up other business. Because as it turns out, it's been 5 years since I've read Higurashi, and I'm I can't let this go on too much longer. Other than that, I feel like I haven't watched a lot of Toku lately. I need to get back in the rhythm of watching things. That's the thing. And like I don't know. I've seen bits of episodes of Kamen Rider Black here and there. That show's nifty. It's a extremely goofy 80s show that also takes itself very seriously, which adds to the goofiness.
Right.
like there's an episode where like the villains have like they orchestrate motorcycle accidents and then they take them to a special hospital, and then the doctor is one of the villains, and he wants to use like the loyalty he gives to his patients for out of their gratefulness to save their lives into turning them into like a noble PMC organization to take over the world for the organization.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Like you see all these people in the hospital, like, oh, thank you, doctor, for healing me. And the next you see them in the middle of the quarry, dressed in like military gear, and they're doing drill. And they still have machine guns,
great.
like pull out machine guns for insubordination. Ridiculous show. I think like next month, the Super Sentai is Over Party.
Well, yeah, because they have a replacement, right?
Yeah, there's gonna be Project Red, Gavon Infinity. Which I haven't seen a Metal Hero show, so I have no idea how that'll be, but I'm curious what it'll be like.
Yeah, also, like, definitely mildly curious.
Yeah. Do you want to like watch it week to week, and then we can also talk about it on here?
Yeah, why the fuck not? Sure.
It could be like a podcast within a podcast. Just like, oh yeah, we're for keeping up with the hit new Toku franchise that made by Toei. There's also like 3 other franchises stapled together. It's very strange. It's like called Project Red because like we're gonna make a franchise about the Red Heroes because they're like phasing out Sentai, but you still have to have the Red Ranger even if it's not Rangers anymore. It's very strange. But hopefully it'll be good. There's a friend of mine who I've been trying to like get to do a Metal Heroes podcast because I think there should be one, but she's like been busy, so who knows if that'll happen. But if any year is this year is the year it should happen. Zero Gavon. I still gotta figure out what I want to do for like the pod art for new seasons of this podcast now that we've rebranded.
That's a great question. I don't know if I have a great answer for you, honestly.
Yeah, I have to think about like aesthetics and also like consistently like probably keeping it consistent look wise is the Turtle Tea Time stuff, but also I don't know, things to think about. So that like it looks distinct from the normal podcast episodes. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I guess we spent about 15 minutes to talk about nothing in particular. Do you want to talk about the main thing now?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about the Nezura mockumentary.
Yeah, Nezura, 1964. Which, to be honest, I don't think there was a whole lot production-wise. To be honest, other than like this is the first kaiju thing by Katakawa since Gamera the Brave. And this was crowdfunded, which I think shouldn't surprise you maybe if you look at it.
Okay, I don't want to be like mean, but I am gonna be honest. I thought this was a fan film.
It looks like one. It feels like the thing where like it feels like a fan film that got like the official license, and like
Right.
Kadokawa was happy to like promote it and distribute it, and did absolutely nothing else, including give them money. It was just like, oh yeah, you have our blessing, but you're on your own.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I legit just thought, oh, this is a fan film made by some like dedicated Gamera fans. I think the fact that you just sent me some like random ass YouTube channel that it was uploaded to
that was
probably did not help that impression.
Yeah, it is just on YouTube, which is pretty funny. I think like on the main show we watched a similar kind of mockumentary drama a few weeks back, but that was made in the 80s and also with an actual like budget, and it's like longer, and it's kind of like night and day. But it is kind of funny that this is also a movie where like we're telling the story of this thing behind the scenes that's like kind of fictionalized, and also we've changed the names of everyone involved, so it's like, yeah, this person's here, but we changed their name so that they're replaced by like a statistically similar name. Which I guess I can get to like the cast members at least.
Sure, shoot.
There's Yukijiro Hotaru plays the boss, Yuichi Nagano, who is based on Masaichi Nagata. Masanori Kikuzawa plays Special Effects Director Yonejiro Tsukaji, who is based on Yonesaburo Tsukiji. The nerdy glasses guy, Kazuma Yoriyama, plays the assistant director / documentary camera guy, Kazuaki Yukawa, who is based on Noriaki Yuasa. And I was like, when he showed up in the first 5 minutes of the movie, I was like, is this guy supposed to be Yuasa? And it turned out, yes, he is. And you have Ippei Osako plays Nagano's son Shigeo, who's based on Hidemasa Nagata. Noburō Sato plays the director Mitsuo Muraoka, who is based on Mitsuru Murayama. Bin Furuya, the original suit actor for Ultraman, makes a cameo appearance as definitely not Eiji Tsuburaya. I don't know if you caught that bit, but
no, I did.
Yeah. And then there's also like a woman who shows up who's part of like who's the leader of the neighborhood association, called Monto. She's played by Maki Fumiyake, who was like the main Supergirl in Gamera Super Monster. So that's fun.
Oh. Yeah, that is pretty fun. Now that you tell me, I can kind of see the resemblance.
Yeah, I think she also like sings the credits song, which is like a riff on the Gamera March, obviously. Gamera is like
that makes...
yeah. I mean, I guess we can just go into the discussion now, because like, you know, yes, this is a fake documentary dramatization about the making of Nezura. The attempted kaiju movie / actual health hazard involving live rats on a movie set. And most of it's in black and white, which is a cute detail. And I don't know what else to say about that, because it's kind of just like, yeah, I just explained what the whole thing was, and it's also like 45 minutes.
Yeah, it like, I don't know, I think there is, to me, there's like a novelty to it, for sure.
I mean,
like, this is probably the only this is probably the only work of art that is a work of art about making a work of art about a kaiju mouse attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable, and it's also short, so it's like it's not like it's a problem to watch. It's just also a thing where like it speaks for itself in a way that I don't know what discussion we can get out of it.
Yeah.
I think like the actors. I think the actors do a good job. The dialogue's pretty funny, though. I'm pretty sure it feels like, to me, it feels like, well, this is obviously a 2020 script that's just like transposed back in time. And also obviously the set is like a modern day one because it's not like they have the budget to like recreate the 60s. It is just funny when you have like the son. He's just like, why is there a camera guy here? And it's like, oh, you know, I want to make a documentary about this. It's popular.
You know what? It's so true. Go off, King.
Honestly, Nagata seems like the kind of guy who would be like into that if he knew that was a thing. But he'd also be like burn the film reels if he because of how the movie turned out for real. Because if Nezura got canceled, he would have been like, no, we can't. The introduction scene of the movie it gives us the information that that they apparently burned the rats in real life in the 60s. Notably, this movie also has some live rats, but also like in a way that seems like is actually like safe and like, you know, no rats weren't harmed and they were, you know, handled well. But it does seem like, oh yeah, the rats were disposed of by like lighting them on fire in real life back in the 60s. It also seems like they crowdfunded the rats by being like, hey, can you sell us rats for 50 yen? And they got like everyone in the town to give them all the rats. And it's just like, this is kind of fucked up. Like, I guess that does explain how they got the rats. But it is fucked up. I don't know. I think I saw that like, I guess part of the thing that like getting official sanction from Kadokawa's is they were better able to like actually have, because they got like official sanction, they were able to actually get access to like the records of Daiei and stuff to do the research to find out what actually the quote unquote real story more or less. Which obviously we're getting like a dramatized version of it, but as you know, it seems like there's some elements of fact.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too dramatized. Like, I never really felt my suspension of disbelief break.
Yeah. But, you know, the one special effects guy is, like, really gung-ho about, like, man, I believe so strongly in Nezura, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Which does make it funny that, like, when the idea for Gamera comes, it's like, he's not even there. It's like, it's a really goofy scene that I'm sure did not actually happen like this in real life, where like a guy who's supposed to be Nagata and a guy who's supposed to be Yasa are like celebrating New Year's sadly, and then they do a firework, and then it's like the spinning kind, and then Nagata is like, I got it, our next kaiju needs to spin like this, like a firework. And then the movie ends because it's like they never see the word Gamera is never brought up once. It's just sort of like left to implication of like, oh, if you know the history, you know where it's going.
Yeah, and I feel like anybody who watches this is gonna know.
Yes, yes, it's the kind of thing where like if you're watching this, you're watching it because you already know the history. So you know, like this is presumably made for fans of Gamera, broadly speaking. Was there anything like? I liked how we get like there was like the shot of like we need an idea for kaiju, but then it cuts to like a movie theater and you can kind of see vaguely birds on screen and he's like, I got it. Could not presumably actually get the rights to the birds, which makes sense, but what's kind of fucked up, I think we just got like some bugs though. They like show like the bugs on the rats. I'm like, ew. And then the one special effects guy, when they get the thing is canceled, he just smashes the miniature set with his hands.
Oh,
Uh,
that bit was really good. That
it
bit
was a
was
good
really
bit. It was a good
good.
bit. And then it cuts to like someone on the TV being like, the new kaiju TV show hitting the nation, Miracle Q. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what this was a reference to. And then there's a guy who looks exactly like Eiji Tsuburaya. And I'm like, oh, you know, well, I mean, they weren't trying to be subtle, but like, it's one of those things. It's like, well, I guess they couldn't legally say Ultraman or Ultra Q, but again, like, you know, everyone watching this knows. Everyone watching it is the kind of person who would know. So, I think, yeah, I think the other thing I note is like I think that like there was one person who was supposed to play the Marion heroine, and like I think the main thing is like, oh, she had surprisingly really good English, and then she spends the rest of the movie, because she's like the heroine of the movie. They keep filming things of like the big styrofoam rat in her face and go, "Can you scream louder?" She goes, "Ah." I think like maybe like the one fun thing they do is like they have like the opening scene of the movie in color, and then the rest of it's in black and white, including when they loop around back to that scene later.
Yes.
It's a fun visual, fun stuff. Yeah. I think that's it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, like I don't fucking know what else are we supposed to say? It's a fun time. You should watch it.
Yeah. I feel bad that this is like only half an hour. Do you want to talk about more Kamen Rider stuff?
Uh, have you been watching any Kamen Rider lately? I think you said you haven't been Toku maxing, but like anything?
No. I watched like 3 episodes of Live Man, but that's Sentai. That show is pretty nifty.
Okay, that's close enough. Anything to say about Life Man?
The show starts with like the premise is like there's a school of science because it's the 80s, and of course, you know, they're trying to like, we want to build a super cool space station for peace, and then there's 3 villains. 3 students were like, hey, this sucks, and then they like leave one night on a spaceship, and then like two of the there's like the 3 heroes and their 2 friends, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be the Sentai team, except the 2 friends are killed, and then like 2 years later,
Oh yeah, that's a fun twist.
and then like 2 years later, the 3 evil students come back as monsters and like blow up the school and kill everyone. And then the 3 heroes are like, we're the Sentai now, and we're gonna get our revenge on you. But like, the most important thing about this show is that the main villain is played by Joji Nakata.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not just as voice actor, but as like in person. Like, he's just there in the suit.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Let me see if I get a good screenshot. Actually, I can give you like a video clip, because this is just like crazy. I've only seen 3 episodes. It's been a bit since I watched it. I've been trying to like cram other stuff in. There's like a new Precure season that's the current Precure season is about to end, and even though it's not a very good season, I feel compelled to finish it. Yeah, here's some real spice.
Sure,
Hopefully I can link this somehow to the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the that was way fruitier than it needed to be. The way he just holds the guy's face.
100%.
He's like going for it. It's good. Yeah, I've heard that there's like considered one of the fan favorites of the 80s Sentai, and so like, well, I'll just do this one. I think I'll knock it out. It feels like an important one to just take care of.
No, that makes sense.
I know this one is like one where it's like it starts out with 3, and then you look at the promotional images, and it's like, well, there's 2 more that come later. So spoilers, but like
that completely tracks.
Yeah, I've heard that plot-wise, Hurricaneger borrows from this a bit, at least in like the opening episode. And I have no idea if that like translated into the Hurricaneger Power Rangers adaptation, which is Ninja Storm.
I did watch Ninja Storm as a kid, but I would not be able to tell you much of what happened in it. Just because I don't think it was particularly I don't think it was a season that stuck with me as a kid.
Yeah, I feel like I get the impression Ninja Storm isn't especially liked. I think people also feel that way about Hurricaneger. Like it's like a less beloved season. I mean, it got its own anniversary movie, so it has its fans. But like it's the season before Opera Ranger, which is a big fan favorite season. So
right.
Yeah. I want to. I don't know. I feel like I want to watch more Toku stuff because I haven't. Like
that's fair.
I want to finish Gav, which I haven't yet. But also like I want to watch like some. Like more Showa stuff. Like I want to see Kikaider. I want to do the Tomika Rescue firefighting Toku series. That one seems fun. There's a lot out there. Too many shows that are in genres I like that are like 50 episodes, and I'm like, that's a lot of food that's good, but also it just makes it hard for me to eat all of it reasonably.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need time management skills. Did you tell me your favorite Kamen Rider 71 episodes? What are the good ones?
Crap. Okay, let's see. Thing is, I watched kind of, I watch it pretty passively and casually, so I would not be able to tell you off the cuff.
That does feel like probably the way to get through.
Yeah. The first, 12-ish episodes have a pretty different tone from the rest, so those are kind of fun for that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Okay,
I wonder what happened.
Yes, I think there are other reasons too, but obviously that was also part of it. Yes, the thing is, I would be able, if I saw, detailed synopses of every episode, I might be able to pick a favorite. But, just off the titles, that's not fucking happening.
I mean, you don't need to go with the titles, just be like, oh, hey, there's this episode where they fight, a cricket man who, he's like, I'm gonna eat all the eggs, and then everyone is like, no, I can't have omelets, and then I'm sad, and then Kamen Rider's like, how dare you, I will save the earth from the yoke of the shocker, and he turns to the camera as the pun is made.
Yes, I feel like I watched too casually to remember the episodes too long after watching them. For this question.
Also, I need to say that I was just given my timeline the clip from Kamen Rider Blade where Hajime squeezes a lemon in the eye of Kenzaki, and then someone quote tweeted is like, "Fun fact: this is a real lemon. Yes, he did get it in his eyes. Tsubaki thinks of it fondly."
That's really funny.
Blade's so good. What a special show. I think they should just go back to doing 2000s Toku again. I think they should just try that again when the shows were good. Yeah. I wonder how you like Go Ranger, which is like 70 episodes, which I have not seen, but you know.
Right.
Because I originally got started as like, it's going to be a show about 5 Kamen Riders, and then no, it's not. It's a different franchise now.
That is pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah. There's like too many shows that need to be subbed. There's just a lot of Toku shows that like just kind of like blind points as far as like translations are concerned, which is a bit of a shame. Like you can kind of tell by looking at fan subbing circles just how much there's like a fixation on like Toei stuff, specifically the big Toei stuff. Because it's one of those things where it's like, oh damn, this classic show from the 70s has no subtitles, but here's the 5th Kamen Rider Kiva fan sub project in existence, as if we don't have enough of those. Or like you have like
really
or like you have like four groups doing like the current airing Kamen Rider season, and it's like, well, can some of you translate something else that's older and doesn't have translations, maybe from a different company, maybe?
Right.
It's, I know, it's dire. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah.
we squeezed a bit more juice out of this pod lemon.
Yes, I think we just got to accept that this is a bit of a lighter episode. It's like this transition episode.
It's fine. We'll have more next time because we're watching like the anime.
Right, yeah, we're watching
Gamera
Gamera.
Rebirth.
Is it Gamera Universe?
Gamera Rebirth.
Okay, that sounds. Why did I think it was Gamera Universe?
You might be thinking of Gridman Universe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's like only 6 episodes too, but like 6 episodes of TV is more than 45-minute, no budget
mockumentary. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, the secret actual first thing we're doing, which I have to figure out the pod art for.
Yeah.
Also,
well,
like,
you've got some time.
Also, Gaban Infinity will have started by then, so we'll have that to talk about now.
Exciting.
Yeah. I guess in that case, plugs. What's your plugs?
I'm Kimmy Catherine on Blue Sky. I might be Kimmy Catherine 1. Let me double check. It's in all the other fucking episodes.
Yeah. Link in the description.
No, I'm just Kimmy Catherine. Let's see, what else? Yeah, let's see. Yes, otherwise I'm mismatchedwings.com .h.io. You can play my visual novels if you want to. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
All right, and you can follow the pod on ultraqpod. No, wait. It's ultraque .bisky.social is where we're on Postguy. And you can send email to ultraqpod@gmail.com. Yes.
Yeah.
We never get emails, but maybe
Someday we'll get.
Someday
We'll get an email.
Part of it is because we record at like, we just figure out on the fly, and then I forget to mention on the actual main podcast that we're recording.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if somebody does want to send in emails, you definitely should.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be on a timely subject. You can talk about like whatever Gamera thing you want. But yeah, next month we're done for Gamera for reals.
Just you wait. They're gonna announce a Gamera on the release date of the next pod.
I mean, it's the 60th anniversary. They should announce something, but they haven't.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I guess we can sign off then.
Yeah, I'll see you at the depths of Atlantis. We'll change this when we do the next thing.
Yeah. I guess for now I will continue to see you in chill. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
出せ強いぞ大群衆